Okay, this is my feedback video on controllers I got from the website Lukie Games. Okay, this is your controller here. It doesn't have the Nintendo logo. I think it's what they call a repro or whichever. I'm really not sure. I might be wrong, but it came in this kind of box. In that blue rectangle it says commanding player, and the letters are SJ. First issue I have with your controller, Lukie Games, is the A and B buttons. They kind of stick out of the controller about 1/8 of an inch. Yeah, so they're kind of thick and chunky, and when you're playing a game on the Nintendo, you can really feel the difference between that and an official Nintendo controller, which I have here to compare with for whichever kinds of benefits. So what anybody pretty much does, say if they want to jump off the stairs and get to the flag, get to the 5,000, what you got to do is hold the B button and run and press A, and that makes you jump higher and farther when you run fast and press A. However, when you do that, when I do that, I like to hold down the B button and run and arc my thumb down on the A button, so that happens. So that that's my strategy for it. That's my technique. See that? But yeah, you just barely touch this and it goes down in the controller like a millimeter and you jump. Right? Whereas for your controller, I'm not even going to call it a repro because I'm not totally for sure on what that term means, but yeah, yours, you gotta kind of punch it down in there. So yeah, it takes more effort, and when you're doing that technique I demonstrated, hold B, run, arc down your thumb to press A, it makes it a little more uncomfortable. See that? So it makes it a little bit harder for me to jump around. So there's my issue with the A and B buttons. Now I'm going to switch to Zelda, and because that'll be a good game to demonstrate my issue with the D-pad on your controller. I'm going to do that now. Do a jump cut here. Alright, here we are with Zelda, and I'm going to demonstrate my issue with the D-pad here. Okay, I'm holding over, but if I slightly arc up while holding over, see that? It goes up and down. So I can accidentally go down or up when I'm just trying to go right or left, and vice versa. You know what I mean? Yeah, you see that? I'm not even pressing up or down, and yeah, I end up going up and down just by wiggling my thumb around like that. Same thing happens with your up and down. Like, I can go right and left with up and down. Up. I'm gonna get back in that cave because you can see better with the lighting on this TV inside that cave. Okay, check it out. Dang it. Let's check it out. Well, it's not as big of a problem with the up and down, but well, it kind of is. But still with the left and right, it's easier to do that, and that's not good for me, because if I'm surrounded by enemies, and I can end up shooting my sword being the wrong way, firing a weapon in the wrong direction of the target. Where I'm going to go ahead and switch to the official controller to show you how much of a difference that is on the D-pad. Okay. See, this is the official one. Well, just barely. Yeah, it just barely did. You have to really put some effort on the up or down. Arcing your thumb up and down in order to go left and right. And up and down doesn't do that at all, barely. But, yep. So, and one last issue is with the start button. I'm going to go ahead and, start and select buttons. With the official one, you know, you're running around, change item on, for example, on Zelda. Start. There we go. Just kind of tap down on it and it goes to the menu. Whereas with your controller, you know, when I don't really need to switch it to show this, but you gotta kind of drill down into that square that the buttons are sitting in. You know, well, that's just nitpicking, the start and select buttons. I'm not that worried about those. So, I appreciate Lukie Games for keeping retro gaming alive and going, and it's awesome that I can order this stuff and a pin connector and such from you anytime. That's great. But I'm just giving my constructive criticism for whichever benefits I can on your hardware and such. So, thank you for watching.